All right, guys, we're going to do our twin flame or soul contracts and separation. What's blocking union reading for October. It's going to be kind of clarified, I guess, around the eclipse because I feel like this eclipse is going to be huge for the collective. So thank you for being here. A couple of quick things real quick. This reading is available on my Etsy shop. I did pre-do a couple of the cards. Everything's on video for the actual reading. I'll put the link down below. There is a discount code if you use favorites. There's 10% off. There's no expiration date. And then Etsy's doing a promotion. If you spend $40, which it's less than that, but if you wanted to double up on cards or services and use the code YES10, which is the number 1010, through 1011, you'll get $10 off. So just wanted to say that. Thank you for being here. All the info you need to know is listed down below. So for the oracle cards, I separated this by divine feminine and divine masculine, but of course we all have both of those within us, so just please take it how it applies. For the divine masculine, his overall energy is twin flame 13, divine love. From love we came and love we shall return. Connected eternally, we walk a path to a higher learning guided for our highest good. And they also have the number 20, patience. Focus on having more patience with your soul and the souls of those who you love. We cannot control others or any situational outcomes. We can only control and be responsible for ourselves. So the numbers 13 or 20 might be significant to you. For the divine feminine side, we have number 25, let go. To find yourself and soul's purpose, you must let go of your twin and all the expectations of any union. Love that is shared is unquestionable, and the challenges are greater when the twins are apart. Remember that love speaks through the heart, and we are always together. With number 29, self-validation. Some love you for what you do. I love you for who you are. The twin flame journey is one of selfless love and surrendering to a higher cause for both. So the feminine, it looks like, is still working on surrendering. It is the hardest part of the journey. I'll kind of get into in a second why, and we'll clarify all these as well. Now, here was a really cool thing. The first blockage here, I did 5. There might be more, less, however it resonates. It is a collective reading. And the feminine got a masculine on her card with the train, see, going right through the head and 2 tracks coming into one, calling all aboard, number 7, right? Then the masculine got a female on his card, road less traveled, and she also has stairs going into her third eye chakra and a road, which resembles the train track. So I thought that that was very symbolic in a way. So one of the blockages for the feminine is that the masculine is not getting on board, and she might not be on board with her release and surrender of the outcome. And his problem is he's scared or terrified to get on this road less traveled because he doesn't understand it. He's probably confused. So let's start this off. What is all aboard here for the divine feminine? Oh, guys, and I just noticed the divine feminine got the number 25 twice. So if that number is significant, there might be a special nugget of info in here for you. Okay. All right, we've got the divine masculine card with undying loyalty and trapped, feeling stuck in a situation. She's feeling resistant to let go of this energy because it does have such a hold on her. She does have an undying loyalty and love, and she can feel it. It's very hard to let something go when you know it's on your path, right? Yeah, it's hard. And her mind's in the way here. We've got the mind card, probably trying to reconcile how something so good could go downhill so fast. And then also with the intensity of the situation, why it didn't succeed. We've got the success card and innocence. There's a deep need of like, could I just go back to before I felt this way? Whenever everything, the way I looked at love and the way I looked at the world was very innocent and light and joyful. Let's get a tarot card to go with that. Yeah, 7 of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Not understanding where it went awry and how it could have gone awry when nothing had sparked this level of passion within this feminine before. That's a really tough thing to go through, guys. I completely understand that. And then you feel like anything else would be less in comparison. All right, so we're going to get over here to the divine masculine, see what he has to say. The road less traveled for the divine masculine. The light at the end of the tunnel, guiding light. And he's scared. to do this. There's the deer, nervous, skittish energy, but he can feel the light and see the light of the divine feminine riding him home. For some of them, they might be in another relationship where it's more of a friendship, partnership dynamic. We've got the friend card and fire extinguisher, which is roommate dynamic, dying passions, and stagnant love. So some of them might have a situation that they have to get out of as well. Let me get this card, this deck. This deck's kind of too big for my hands, but we're going to try. So what about the divine masculine? Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, some of them made a choice that they based on stability, status quo, that kind of thing. Could be some mother involvement as well. And it didn't go the way it expected. We got the Four of Wands, the Three of Wands. They thought that maybe this was a divine partnership and it ended up not being. And now for some reason, let's see why that Three of Wands is there. It's almost like they expected, I know that they expected it to go differently, but there's something that they expected with the feminine as well. Yeah, they know that things need to change. There's a comparison card. It's a 5, which also symbolizes change. So they really compare this situation if they are, you know, because it is collective. So please just take what resonates. If they are in a third party situation, there's a constant going within and comparing and remorse for how things went awry. All right, the second blockage is metamorphosis for the divine feminine. That's the second 25 card. Let's see. She's afraid of change, stubbornness, or stalemate. So the fact that the situation is in a stalemate position might be keeping her stuck, because I think she thinks if she just has a conversation or gets some things cleared up, things would change. Yeah. Thirsty for change, drowning in emotion. Her own emotions might be keeping her from that as well, because it feels very much like she's just stuck in the pain. I don't think anybody had made her feel this deeply or this safe. And then when that's taken away, that safety, it almost just makes you not believe anymore, even if you were always a believer. Yeah, look at this. Exhaustion, suppression. I feel like she's trying to stuff it down and is exhausted with just even thinking about it, and resistant to the change just because she just wants things just to be smooth for a while and is hoping it'll close out with the world. And there's the dream card. Like, it was a dream come true, and I feel like it haunts her regularly, the love that she still has for this person. And I do feel like, for some of you at least, you are trying to suppress that love or transmute it in some way. And the fact is, I mean, we're always going to feel a certain way about people, and that's okay. It's how we go about moving forward. All right, we have the King of Wands, Knight of Cups, Justice, the Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. So whatever wrong was done to her in the Seven of Swords is kind of keeping this metamorphosis from completely taking place. She's still kind of holding on, has that flame burning for this person, expecting them to come back passionately. Could be dealing with a fire sign, doesn't have to be, but someone that you felt a lot of passion for and that you have to use a lot of strength to resist. And there was an apology that they expected to come. And I'm hearing that, like, if they just got that apology, they think that it would close out. And sometimes that's the case, and sometimes it makes it significantly worse, you know? We'll see here. So for the divine masculine, he's got follow the leader. So he's just refusing to listen to his guides. If you notice, there's a path here, and it goes to this tree, which is the tree of life, and there's a clock here for divine timing. And so there's some resistance there to get on that path for whatever reason. See if we can find out. There's a lot of astral travel, 5D communication, an inner wisdom, and a deep knowing here for the masculine. But just resistant to, and we've got the friend again. I picked up the wrong deck for the masculine, and I need to swap these out. Hold on. But it's almost like this friend, this burden, this friend's situation is a burden, but they're ignoring it. They're ignoring the big issues. They're just going, they're almost following the leader there too. But inside there's a deep knowing that there's something better, that you're there, you know. See, High Priestess, it's a secret. And then I also noticed for the masculine's energy here, everything's separated by 10s. So I don't know if 10 is just representing what needs to close out, what needs to change, or if it's something else significant, because we have card 10, card 40, card 20, lots of, and the female or the feminine energy also had a 10 up here. But see, here's this deep knowing, this secret love, all these downloads coming through, but they're ignoring it. 5 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. And I feel like they're just being complacent. Like, this is good enough. I'm not sure what would change if I did take these steps forward, right? So why the 5 of Swords and the 9 of Cups? What are they scared of what they're going to have to give up here? Friendliness again. It's good at rebirth. We are the world. There's 2 10s there, guys. They're scared to let it close out because it's, and to transform. Oh my gosh, transformation, existence. They're scared to take a wrong path, and they might not know if this could be rectified based upon what happened previously. But they are resisting. I mean, I'm not 10, 10, 10 transformation here, because maybe their situation is good enough, you know, in their head. It's really not, but in their mind right now, it might look better than the outcome if they were to let it go. All right, so now in the third spot here for the Divine Feminine, we've got Deep Diver, diving into a task, number 10, and Spirit of the River, movement toward adventure, number 50. And it's almost like I'm terrified to feel that again, and the possibility of it being somebody else other than this masculine. This adventure card seems like they're trying to move the feminine down a path that is fated, that might need to happen before this union can come back in place. If there's something else fated that we must go through, we have to go through those steps before we get to union, right? And that's also why we don't wait, because if you're waiting at step 1 and the masculine's at 5, whenever divine timing rolls around, you've got to go through all of this to get here instantly, which is not going to be fun, even if the end result is what you want. And all those lessons, healing, everything happens and just, and that sounds like that'd be nice. Oh, healing all at once. Guess how we heal? We get broken down, right? So there's a need to face these feelings and be willing to let go. Celebration, yeah. Let go of the outcome of union. There's the procrastination too. And by the procrastination, I think it's to do something different. There's something here, this adventure, and that could also pull this masculine energy back in. There's an awareness here of what it is, though, and sharing feelings. And let me get a clarifier for that before I speak, because whenever it's time to share, and I feel like the feminine's kind of gone into hermit mode and gone within. Yep, there's the 4 of Pentacles. I think she's worried that she can't be vulnerable now. And she wants to stay in her power and doesn't want to be vulnerable. But that's not what they're saying here. Because we've got the 2 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, the World, and the Ace of Swords. So that's going deep for your own clarity, sharing your feelings, even if it's just for yourself. You know, share how you truly feel. You've got to feel it to heal it. You've got to face it. If you transmute it, it's going to come back and haunt you in a big way. And with this 3 of Wands, I feel like it's like, instead of being an expectation and waiting for the ships to come in, move towards those ships. Take that surfboard out into the water, and that'll help balance out this energy and help you to feel confident in love again, you know, so that when this person comes back around, you can honestly state your case and feel confident and empowered. All right. And so now for the masculine, we've got number 20. So he's got 2 20s here now. Choices and their consequences, and luck and right timing. So for some of you, they might have made a choice that they're now dealing with. That could be true with this third party situation, if that's applicable to your situation. But either way, even if it was just wrong timing, they're dealing with that consequence now. Let's see how that makes them feel or what that's about. Silence, aloneness, trust, and schizophrenia, which is the 2 of Swords card. They don't know how to get you to trust them now. They don't know how to make this right. They are very much thinking about it in the silence. And even if you're in communication, there's something here about the choices and the consequences. Let's see. Rose-colored glasses, glossing over the truth. And then we have the Akashic records and soul contracts. So now they might be realizing, golly, I keep picking up the wrong deck for them. They got deep knowing again. And then they also have what the feminine had, feeling stuck in this energy. And they also know time is running out. And see, I think that would be triggered. Remember how I said if that feminine finds something new, goes down a different path, that's going to trigger that hourglass even faster. What if they had the rose-colored glasses on about this? Or glossing over the truth, distorted views? What are they not seeing? Oh. Seven of Wands. They're guarded against it. The Emperor. I don't want to take action. Five of Wands. Competition or conflict. And then they've got the Empress. That one was kind of stuck. I'm going to put that back in. But I feel like that's a deep knowing of who their feminine is. And the inability to fix what they did wrong. All right. So for the feminine now, position number 4, you have pull yourself together. Card 41 breaks down to a 5. I think you got a 41 somewhere else. And that is just transmuting that pain. See, she's got her hand on her heart. She's blue all over. And it's finally bringing in the masculine within and incorporating that to the feminine, which is the goal. That's awesome. And I think that bumps her into the Wizard of Awareness. We shall see here. Postponement. Okay. And that's when things don't work out, you know, and you know it's going to come back together. But it's almost like the rest of the world looks gray. This is the only thing I can see is this color from the past. And they're saying, no, it's got to be a complete surrender and letting go of the outcome. Yeah, see, and letting go of the fact that things haven't moved. There's a need to have a little more patience here. Everybody, I know I'm not a patient person at all. I'm probably one of the most stubborn on the face of the planet. With the Creator. So divine timing and also going within and seeing things from a higher perspective, I feel. Because I think this relationship really changed the divine feminine for the better, even though she's going through an area of hurt right now. 4 of Wands. You guys both have that. They have it on the 1st and you have it on the 4th, guys, which is the 14th. That is crazy. With the King of Cups and the 10 of Wands. Yes. That is the burden. Like I have this deep love that I can't talk about, that nobody understands. I know this is my twin flame or deep soulmate, and the burden alone is weighing on me because I can't let it go. We can't help what our heart wants, right? What our heart feels. But we can learn to understand it, learn to accept it, and move on. Yeah, see, knots, complications, restrictions, self-sabotage. All because, and then the magnifying glass, a deeper look, logical thought. But look at this, deep love, unconditional love, divine timing, everything happens for a reason. And you also, the divine feminine also got the scrolls, Akashic records, and soul contracts. So there is also a need to trust that whatever is meant for you will always be yours. Which is hard because we want it now. We don't want it 25 years from now, right? But that's part of it, unfortunately. With this deep love, with this journey comes a lot of things that most people don't have to experience and go through. All right, so for the masculine, they've got I'm Possible, number 18, which is kind of like seeing what is possible and the feeling of impossibility leaving, right? So right now, I feel like they think, I don't know how to fix this. I don't see how we can come back together after this, right? But look, 9 of Wands, which you have so much mirrored energy here. It's like it's impossible, but I'm still holding on to it. And then there the Empress came out again. They know who their divine feminine is with the 2 of Cups and the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is gathering information, so they're trying to figure it out. So maybe they think, oh, I don't believe in this twin flame journey. I don't believe in soul contracts, but now it's coming around. And look, 4 of Swords, the Hierophant, Ace of Cups. So much stuff underneath for them, right? I wonder why they feel it's impossible. They maybe have had a hard time in love before. You might have taught them how to love or taught them a deeper level of love than they've ever known. They've got to take the leap of faith and experiencing. That's a number 3 card. In order to have this experience, they've got to take a leap of faith. I don't even know if I've ever gotten that card, 3, experiencing. Flowering. So it's blooming within them. They see it. Nothingness. So they have to see that it can go from nothingness to a complete grown flower, that the seeds have been planted, but they still feel that it's a little bit impossible. Did I already get the Lenormands? Nope. Okay, I'm going to get those on this. The Tribe, finding your home. The Epiphany. Guys, oh, shut the front door. Divinely guided thought or idea. So the impossible is going to be brought to their forefront. And look, grounded energy, stability, commitment here. And then we have the Fox, deception, lies, and deceit, and trickery. So that could be what their behavior, especially if they ghosted or ran away out of fear of the intensity. But also that's been in their way. They have been self-sabotaging because they also did not want to see this. The feminine didn't want to see it in a different way than what the masculine didn't want to see it, if that makes sense. All right, so finally here we have the Wizard of Awareness, healing and finding for the Divine Feminine. So it's like once she finds the way to heal or finds something within herself that helps her heal, this new awareness comes. And I think it was really interesting that this came out in the 5th, in the last position, because once this awareness happens, I feel like the release and everything for her is going to get significantly easier. What can you tell us about this Wizard of Awareness? The Angel. So her spirit guides are on the case. This was kind of brought in to help her get out of repeating patterns that maybe weren't to her benefit. Closing out cycles, so that does help close out all of these things that have been in the way. Sirens, which is pay attention. They're trying to get her to pay attention. And then we've got headspace, thoughts, nostalgia, regrets of past actions. And I feel this awareness is going to answer a lot of those questions and make sense. And maybe she didn't know that it was all a bad timing issue. Let's see about this nostalgia and this awareness here. Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, to teach her what she wanted in love, what she deserved, to go within and be okay with being alone with the Hermit. Could be dealing with Virgo. We got 2 Virgo cards here. 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. So self-worth, definitely healing this self-worth issues and knowing what you want and opening your eyes to this deep love and partnership. So now the 2 of Cups has come out twice here. Lots of changes are needed, though. 5 and 5. But if you're watching this reading, you know that a lot of changes are probably needed. So for the masculine, we've got slow and steady, which has kind of been his energy, right? It's a 12 card. I think they have 12 somewhere else. Willpower, commitment, and forgiveness. They've got to have the willpower to take this step, even if it's slow and steady, to come forward to ask for forgiveness. They need to forgive themselves for their actions in this and heal it. I think slow and steady means they're just trying to help them get the courage and help them to see, because there's a resistance here to deal with the heart space. Oh, they got the magnifying glass as well. Man, you guys. So they're taking a deeper look and analyzing this. There's the Lion, courage, fearlessness. The ancestors are on the case, and they need to see it from a higher perspective. And for some of them, they need to release things that are interfering with the situation or in the way. It doesn't have to necessarily be a person. It could just be a mindset or a feeling. And there's the King of Cups again. Guys, the same deep love that is just not spoken, that will never go away. And after a certain amount of time, that's going to be enough to make it click, right? And there's the King of Wands again, because that sparks something within them. 2 kings here. So they're trying to get their passion and their love in a way to where they can come forward with a solid offer with the Page of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords tried to pop out as well. So that's cutting things out of their life that are not for their highest good, even if it's things that aren't terribly bad. Okay, let's wrap this up and then we'll get some advice. Completion. They've just got to let some things close, and they're on progress with slow and steady there. I hope this reading was helpful today, guys. If so, please comment if it's your story, and please stick around and subscribe. Would love to have you here. So something's going to have to come to completion for this to be successful, obviously. We've got both of those cards. They're working with them, I'm hearing, towards a successful completion. And look at all these 10s. We've got, oh, only one 10, but we've got a lot of 9s here. We've got Harmony, which is the 10 of Cups, and 2 dolphins on the head of this person. That seems significant. They mate for life. The realizing and letting that love overcome them. They have a lot of guilt, a lot of procrastination, and a lot of sorrow here. But with the 9s, that's coming to an end fairly soon. Awesome. Okay, well, let's get some final advice cards for the Twin Flame Collective, and we will wrap it up. It's time to forgive and heal. So whether that is yourself or forgiving them, once we do that on our end, you know, it helps spark their healing as well. All right. Well, this is awesome. Self-sabotage. And that's just kind of, everybody does it, getting in the way. The lack of closure or unresolved emotions is an issue, either on one end or both. Giving too much, be open to receive. Secret or hidden feelings. And it's time to forgive and heal. Well, awesome, guys. I am sending you lots of love and light. I think that this year is going to be huge for soul contracts. So let me know your thoughts. Sending you lots of love and light. Take care.